You were there. No memories of any of the names, any of the people that you thought that you could detect. We went hunting for a hospital, except there wasn't a hospital there. None of that really worked out. Some of the things you said, though, did work out, I thought. Now, the area, the street that you took us to was heavily populated by Jewish families, substantial, middle-class Jewish families. They were all rounded up in 1937 in November and taken away and taken across to the other side of the Rhine to a place called Oberkassel. Now, you did describe undertrance in Australia being taken away first to what you call the village for Jews. And you called it something like Alstadt or Alstadt. Well, to get out to Oberkassel, you go through Alstadt, which means Old City.
So a deeper step backwards. Across the busyness of the Rhine, we took Jenny back to Oberkassel. She told us under hypnosis how the teenage Dorothy Harmon's father, hearing that the Nazis were coming, had hidden her in a small and totally dark cupboard. It didn't save her. With all the Jews in that street, she was taken away and separated from her family. She managed to escape and hide in a cellar, again in the dark. The fear, the loss, and the darkness brought a strangeness into that young mind, and Jenny, under hypnosis in Dusseldorf, relived again that awful time.
Taking me to a village for Jews. All the buildings are old. It's not a nice place. Everyone looks frightened. This place is evil. Behind the cellar. If I stay in the cellar, I won't know they're there. They won't know I'm here. Become a shadow. And I want to see as a shadow. The sun never shines in my cellar, so I'm never there. She's there, but I'm not there. She's not a bad person, but she's crazy.
Who's the other girl you keep telling me?
She's like an animal. But it's all right, it doesn't matter. It's not me. Because I don't exist. I've gone away. They're coming in my cellar. Why do I have to go? They're taking her away. Why do I have to go? I don't exist. I'm not here. I'm just a shadow. I'm her shadow. That's why I have to go. That's what I am. I'm her shadow. I have to go, because I'm her shadow. And they're taking her away.
Who was the other girl in the cellar with you? Is she you?
She can't be me if I'm not there. She's there, but I'm not there. I've gone away.
Where have you gone?
Inside of me.
A third experiment, and inconclusive perhaps, except for the details about the hospital. and for the unmistakable horror of a clear-minded woman filled with the emotions of a black and fearful ending to another life, in another place, in another time. Gwen MacDonald, in the relaxed atmosphere of Peter Ramster's rooms in Sydney, gives no outward impression of wild imaginings. She's a very down-to-earth woman, untravelled, and with little knowledge of life in England, even modern life there. To her, the notion of any past life came only under hypnosis. And then, in trance, came the change. From now to then. From today, in Australia, to a life 2 centuries ago in the pastoral setting of England's West Country.
It'd be peaceful here. There'd be trees in the distance. And there'd be a spire-like church over top of trees. And a big hill. And there'd be wood on the other side. And there'd be a stream and little houses.
Producer Brian Morris joined our on-camera team in the search for Gwen's past. Guided by the recordings of her memories under hypnosis, we tried first to locate the general area she'd talked about.
Have you heard of Glastonbury?
Glaston.
What about Taunton?
In markets, Taunton.
What are the other villages around your area so we can find your village?
Oh, the, Alford. It'd be Blawton. It'd be Stone Chapel.
Interesting names, but not there, not on the most modern and large-scale maps. So to old ones, and older, and back to the 18th century ones. And suddenly the names began to leap out at us. Alford was there. Stone became Stone Chapel. And there was Hornblawton, very close to the way she'd pronounced it. Now it was a matter of getting closer. Gwen's taped voice guiding our search was different somehow. Not the way she usually spoke. It was slower, accented. And there was an odd word she used.
Tell me about where you live.
In cottage.
Could you describe it for me?
Small. Not big. It'd be thatch roof. It'd be room down. And tallet.
A tallet? What was a tallet? No one in Australia seemed to know, and we couldn't find a reference book or a major dictionary with the answer. It went on puzzling us.
And drying room. And a back.
Actually, that wasn't on there.
In England, we looked at cottages and houses all across and about the part of Somerset so clear in Gwen's mind, and none of them fitted her description. But she was remembering across a 2-century gap, and things had changed. She was deep in some other life.
What was your name?
Mary Duncan, but they call me Rose. English Rose, they said.
Tell me about your mother. What's your mother's name?